Hello guys, si Keshan Velasco ulit ito at welcome sa episode 11 ng larutan ng Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. So, tuloy natin yung game natin. Kaya lang guys, katulad ng mga dalawang nakaraang episodes, ano na naman to, wala na naman masyado action mangyayari dito kasi in-explore pa natin yung kabuuan ng Heoi eh. Saka bibili pa ako ng supplies. Para pag pumili tayo ng gagawin nating run, ready tayo at least. Okay, ito lang natin mag-load. Hindi ko maintindihan bakit ang bagal mag-load nitong game na to kumpara doon sa Dragonfall tsaka sa Returns. Hindi siya kasing bilis ng dalawang yun eh, compared. So ito. Ang episode, pumasok tayo dito sa sa clinic. Kakusapin natin itong CyberDoc. Ten Arms Ambrose. Ganda pangalan ha. This clinic looks like it just hosted the party. Spindly mechanical arms swing from unobtrusive wall mounts, pulling down crepe paper ribbons and scooping food platters and empty beer bottles into biohazard bags. A severely crippled Caucasian man sits in a wheelchair amidst the maelstrom of mess and robotics. He's in his 40s, thick beard, tungsten earrings, beer belly, one cyber eye. Both his legs are missing, one at the hip, the other at the knee. He has only one arm and only 3 fingers remaining on his surviving hand. His face and arm show the scars of reconstructive surgery. He grins widely at you, regarding you with bloodshot eyes. He's clearly hungover. Okay Ten Arms Ambrose. Hey, I'm Ambrose. He shouts cheerfully in English, his words piling together in a loose Midwestern accent. They call me Ten Arms because to the Kong fellow Yucasian, they call me Ten Arms. Welcome to the Kong, fellow Yucasian. He chuckles his chest and shaking with mirth. A Waldo arm springs to life and swings over to him. Its menacing metal pincer momentarily sets a cigarette between his lips, just long enough for him to inhale from it. Kindly says you're all right. What can I do for you? You're a doctor? What do you do here? Show me your services. Your front door could stop a bulldozer. Why so fortified? Goodbye, Ambrose. Time for me to go. Your front door could stop a bulldozer. Why so fortified? Are you kidding? Have you any idea how much all the stuff in here is worth? This is a high capital operation, and life's dangerous for a guy missing most of his members, tooling up smugglers and criminals. Let me tell you what, though someone busts in here, they're gonna be in a world of hurt. Ambrose chuckles evilly. There's a lot more than pipes and wires up in the false ceiling, and I've got Kindly's crew and the Club 88 boys on the panic button. They know which side their bread is chromed on. What you think of what? You thinking of trying to knock me over? He laughs uproariously, but it's not clear if he's kidding. You're a doctor? What do you do here? What do you do here? What do I do? Tune-ups and engine rebuilds. On your ass. I do it all. First aid, second aid, surgery, cybernetics, obstetrics, euthanasia. I'm your one-stop shop for health and beauty. Well, maybe not beauty. Naalala ko naman tuloy yung ano, yung sa Shadowrun sa ano, Shadowrun Dragonfall, yung CyberDoc doon. Can you install me with combatware? You know, you got the coin and the essence. I'll trick you out like a bulldozer with ground effects and a turret. I've got it all. Bionic limbs, wired reflexes, decker wear, blood filters, synthetic muscle, bone lacing, grease bearings, ground effects, tight bolts. The full range of Chrome Alley services is something that we like to keep beneath the Hong Kong Police Force's radar. Ambrose winks. I don't modify myself. Any reason I'd come around here if not for medical gear? Uh, what sort of mechanical services do you offer? Oh, nothing you'd be interested in. Right now, I'm mostly doing engine mechanics and electrician stuff. I send maximum law and reliable Matthew any work they can handle. It's really just a hobby and service to the community. I make my hut I make my nut with the clinic. He looks fondly over at the massive genitalia assembled via V8 engine occupying part of the operating theater. That baby's gonna be a goddess when I'm done with her. I don't, ma- I don't modify myself. Any reason I'd come around here if not for medical gear? Cute. This is a friendly little neighborhood. I love it when people come by and bullshit. Hell, I host birthdays. Amrose's spider drone swings a bottle of coffee liquor over to his nose. He sniffs it gingerly. Nope, that's no good anymore. Full of spirit and cigarette ash. Uh, you're a doctor? Sure I am. Sure I am. I'm a rigger doctor. A doctor. Ambrose bursts into laughter, then stops and clutches his head. Oh man, I cannot laugh hard today. Too much partying last night. It hurts. I'm not board certified, but don't worry. I should be. I'm full on skill. I'm full on skilled. I'm full on skilled. My work's yellow lotus guaranteed, and precisely in accordance with World Medical Association standards. So ano siya? Kumbaga ba dun sa Shadowrun na Super NES version, ano siya yung hindi siya ganun kagaling. Everybody in here comes to me, cause I'm the only option. Ambrose chuckles delightedly. Very well, Raptor. I guess that makes you my only option too. Sounds good to me. Right on. Let's get you tricked out. Unless you just want to bullshit, which I'm down for too. Show me your services. Sure thing. Tune up or spare parts. Medical supplies muna. Wala siyang tier 2 na medikit. Bili ko dalawa. Tapos isang Doc Wagon trauma kit. Okay. For now, okay lang muna yan. Cyberware. Although hindi ako magsa-cyberware, di ko kailangan. Okay, goodbye Ambrose. Time for me to go. Cheers, Tank. Talk to you later. May item dun. Examine the computer. This impressive home-built computer is running multiple large memory units and processors. Chilled air from its active cooling system washes across you to the wear fans. A thin fiber optic cable runs across the floor to Ambrose in his chair. Ano siya, direkta nakakonekta siya sa net. On the wall behind the computer are miscellaneous decorations, notes, and photos. Two items stand out. A large dry erase calendar and a corkboard plastered with with printouts. Examine the corkboard printouts. News clippings and BBS posts have been pinned carefully, snipped and pinned in place. Most are less than a year old. They're intermixed with grainy photographs of what looks like a devastated city, Chicago. So nagkaroon din ng parang sa Dragonfall yung fire yung may nag-rampage din na dragon sa Chicago, ganun. The news articles describe an outbreak of a virulent version of the Vitus plague in the city, and the subsequent quarantine of a zone containing hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people. The newest items are plain text bulletin board postings printed out. The very fact that they're from so crude a site is strange. Very few Matrix sites are so plain. Etiquette Academia, Etiquette Shadowrunner, wala ko nan. Examine the postings. Try to parse the source of the strange photo printouts. Ito mo na. Examine the postings. Files smuggled out from within the containment zone. They describe a cover-up, the detonation of a small nuclear weapon, and the catastrophic release of insect spirits into the city. Ano yun event, ano yun, nangyari rin sa Chicago yung nangyari sa Dragonfall sa Berlin. The current conditions are reported by drones, and escapees are horrific. Yun lang din pala. Try to parse the source of the strange printouts. The postings are from a simple bulletin board system such as would usually be used only when bandwidth is at a premium or data has to be sent long distances, like thousands of kilometers. You can pick out some recurring statements that seem to refer to the venue, the BBS, Shadowland. The primary moderator looks like someone named Captain Chaos. Wag mong sabihin siya yun. These postings are probably from the North American Dark Matrix site that operates out of the Denver data haven, the so-called Shadowland. The Shadowland is supposedly the global mothership of Matrix havens for runners. Okay, so wala na. Okay, tingnan natin calendar. The dry erase calendar is cluttered with a relentless storm of commitments written in cramped, sloppy handsy. Most appear to be medical appointments with patients, followed by a busy list of social engagements. Closer scrutiny reveals others. A basic mechanical class on Wednesday nights. Basic computer coding, Sunday afternoons. Before both of these, inked in red marker is prepare lesson plan, you stupid idiot. Adi nagtuturo pala to si 10,000 Arms. Holidays, big combat auto races, birthdays. Every Sunday until 4 p.m. is simply labeled engine. And inaayos niya yung engine. Only 5 hours a night are allocated to sleep, but large swaths of time are conspicuously labeled hangover. Ano ba? This electro furnace room has been built out as a medical clinic and a machine shop. The area is alive with the rumble of the furnaces and the hum of cooling fans. It is sweltering. The front area is more like a honey coffee house than a clinic lobby. Comfortable old furniture, used dig pads, coloring books. Ano ba yan? May coloring books pa naman. The wall opposite the boilers is cluttered with a mixture of photos and prints. Local artists' work images of military vehicles, off-road racing, Rube Goldberg machines, personal photos, old-time Chicago gangsters, the desert, the Desert Wars Motorized Combat Division, lands around the clinic space. The work area looks more like a machine shop than a medical theater. A roboticized operating table and a hydraulic lift supporting a partly disassembled V8 engine occupy places of equal importance against the north and south walls. Prosthetic limbs are racked overhead, like machine parts. A heavy lift hoist is clamped to an I-beam. An impressive home-built computer sits against the far wall. Several bulkier towers sit under the desk, fans whirring. It looks more like a sysadmin Decker server station than a doctor's terminal. Okay to ah. The floors are scuffed concrete, stained with grease and old blood. The faint odors of ammonia, gasoline, and antiseptic mingle in the air. A large sign on the back wall reads, "Sanitary space, no spitting." Glance over the clinic space let. Yan, umulit lang. Okay, inspect the personal photos. The pictures are mostly of Heoi residents, holidays and parties. Ten Arms Ambrose is in many of them. The vast scope of photos suggests that Ambrose must be acquainted with almost everyone in Heoi. Okay. Ano pa? Ayun lang. Okay. So, nabasa muna tayo ulit. Umuulan. Next area na pupuntahan natin. Ito dito. Sa maximum low yung sinabi sa atin ni Ambrose kanina. Overhead, a gigantic holo sign shines like a searchlight, screaming its message through the dim light. It hums and flickers, sputtering like an old engine. Fierce electrical crackles sporadically burst out of the sign's emitter, stabbing your eyes and filling your ears with static. Under the baleful glare of the sign, the rusty mini barge's deck is stacked with electronics. Dilapidated stereos share space with crisply boxed servers. Ranks of disks and memory chips fill display cases, padlocked under plexiglass. Okay ah. Ano yun? Ilaw ba yun? Ano? LED ba yun? Ano? A short human in his late 20s stands in the middle, hands on his hips, talking loudly into the air. Bulky virtual reality goggles cover his eyes. A data jack cable runs from his temple down, down his stained t-shirt to a belt to a belt load of clearly home-built computer hardware. Maximum low ata sa pangalan ah. No, I'm telling you, his voice is shrill, tipped. Nobody uses KM3s. Like nobody. They're shit. I don't care what Deng says. If Shiawasu SRP uses KM3s, they're stupid. Hey, flesh is rolling up. I gotta go. He turns to face you, goggles blank and enigmatic, blinking with tiny lights and wrapped in duct tape. He points at your PDA. I ripped that PDA. You work for kindly? His lips work impatiently. Yo, what do you want? Who are you? What's all this junk? You provided this PDA? Tell me about it. It was a Fuji Azura Star 3. They use a scarab chip, which is good, but the motherboard is wet noodles and sprouts. I pulled out the trackers and installed encryption. Now it runs on the Wampoa virtual network. The corps and cops can't crack it, can't trace it. Well, thanks for the VDA. Nice work. Nice work. He shrugs dismissively. It's what we do. This is Lost Technology Palace, satellite territory of Wampoa. You step on the boat, you're in a sovereign state. I represent Wampoa here. I'm maximum law. He draws himself up proudly, setting his hands on his hips. The maximum low, yo. You got a tech problem? Boom, I solve it. You need software? Boom, done. But don't waste my time. So you got any business in Wampoa right now? If not, keep moving. Item. Simpsons chip. Bigyan natin sa kanya. Found this while poking around in the walled city. Worth anything? He scans the chip's casing with a handheld optical reader. Yo, that shit is banned. Lift it off some Yellow Lotus. They traffic the stuff. They limited SIM chips. Full sensory experiences. You looking for a buyer? I can make it happen. How's 120 sound? I think I'll keep it. Sige, 120. Ano na rin yun? Bawi na rin doon sa binili nating items. Sure, take it. Hope it finds a good home. Well, yeah, I'll sample it first. But these Calhots can send you for a trip. Don't worry, I can handle my sims. That is an amazingly ostentatious hologram you've got. Why are you wearing VR goggles? Looks like you've got some dangerously exposed wires over there. I'm here for tech. Show me what you've got. Sige, bibili muna ako bibili muna ako ng programs. Teka. Decking 3. Teka, check ko muna yung status ko. Okay, decking 3. Ayun, nice, sige. Pwede kong bilhin yun. Ano? 900? decryption. Cyberdeck ng outfits. Balik ang signalan. Mas gusto ko yung gamit ko ngayon. Cyberdeck muna. Na programs. Ano to? 100. Tapos Cyberdeck. Benta natin yung luma. So at least may 400 tayo. Looks like you've got some dangerously exposed wires over there. Yo, what are you? My mother? Laro regards you with skeptical disgust. Those wires are fine where they are, high and dry. They're only a problem for someone who does something stupid. Okay. I'm running a high bandwidth tech operation. Do I look like I have time to tape copper and sip tea? No, I don't. Law wraps his knuckles fiercely on a clear top case full of buses, cables, and cable harnesses. These are the only wires you need to think about. Why are you wearing VR goggles? It's not VR, it's augmented reality. We're pioneering it. Little cameras, matrix overlay. I can support a three-dimensional HUD and sub-windows with live multiple feeds. I've got a command shell open right now. I'm networked with 5 guys. Law taps his goggles. Wave of the future. Decking augmented reality. I hear a lot of corps are experimenting with it, but not in such a socially invasive way. Yeah, Shiwaze Fuchi, Ranraku, a couple others. Law waved his hand dismissively. Some of us took a look at what they're doing. Their whole approach is flawed. They won't get anywhere. You guys look at everything multiple megacorps are doing? Sounds like you're on it. Noted, let's get back to business. Fine by me. That is an amazingly ostensible holo sign you've got. Yo, Maximum Law looks up at the gigantic blue white letters with deep satisfaction. It's pretty boss. Yeah, pretty boss. That must that must cost you a small fortune in electricity. That thing gives me a headache from 50 yards. Yeah, pretty boss. Ito na lang. Damn right. He gives you a virile nod. You're a guy who appreciates the good stuff. I like that. Half of Heoi gets its juice from a pirate tap on a big Mitsuhama DC cable under the river. Mitsuhama's like his voice winds up into a mocking whine. Oh, let's run 2 million volts from the cold fusion plant to the island under the river. Those slum monkeys can't tap an underwater cable. Idiots. Okay, You know who built the tap that pulls electricity off that cable? Wampoa. You know whose barge holds the transmitter? Mine. Maximum Law thrusts his fist high in the air in silent victory. Cheap power for all, and a whole lot extra for me. Behold the lighthouse of Boom. I'm here with okay. See you later, Lo. Okay, at least alam na natin yung mga shops. Okay. Check ko lang yung time natin, guys. Okay, mahaba-haba pa, mga 10 minutes pa. So, pwede na akong pumili ng run. Kaya tingnan mo natin kung meron pa tayo pwede kausapin. Umikot na ulit. Nandun tayo ulit sa Machong Parlor. So, pasok na tayo sa headquarters, sa natin. Pili na tayo ng run. Save muna natin bago tayo pumili ng run. Okay. May new messages ba? Wala. Check natin kung meron pa tayong magagawa sa BBS. Wala pa? Meron ba? Wala na. Okay. Pili na tayo ng job. Notes on completed jobs. Wala. Artifact duration. Itong serial killer muna. Take the run. From kindly Cheng to tank. Subject, reply, serial killers. Good, I'll tell the elders you're coming. They don't like outsiders, and they might shoot at you if I don't warn them that you'll be arriving. San, san, san ang ano nun? Objective nun? Saan siya? Ayun, okay. Save muna natin dito para pepe pa tayo ng team natin eh. Okay. Head to Wampawa Garden to discover who's killing the Wampawan elders. Additional runners available. In addition to your team, your fixer has access to a small network of mercenaries in the Kowloon area. These runners appear below your core team on the runner selection screen and can be hired on a mission-to-mission basis. As you complete missions, both your team members and the available mercenaries will periodically gain access to new equipment and abilities. Any new items, spells, weapons, or weapon abilities that a runner gains will automatically be available for use the next time you take them on a mission. So, kailangan kong tatlo. Sige, ito na lang ano natin. Sila na lang. Dahil libre lang eh. Sama natin yung mga Duncan muna. Tapos si Gabet. Tapos ulit si Isabel. Continue? Oh, continue. Yun naman na kailangan ko yun eh. Minutes na lang. Outsider. Wampawa Garden. A carnival of chrome and neon. Rife with every manner of technology and artifice one can imagine. The entire area has the feel of a night market, save that chips are sold in lieu of steamed buns, and vendors hawk the latest drones rather than folk art. Something stalks these streets, hiding just out of sight. It stalks the Wampoan elders, the leaders of the band of tech-savvy squatters that have claimed this neighborhood as their own. The streets smell of ozone and fear, and those Wampoans you pass in the MTR station have a haunted, furtive look in their eye. While the killer has struck only at the elders thus far, it may only be a matter of time before ordinary residents are menaced as well. Yan lang ang gear natin so far eh. Okay, at least meron silang recovery items. Okay. Confirm. Meet with the Wampawan elders. The streets of Wampawa Garden are slick with rain, glittering under the neon glow of myriad signs and holographic displays. The sky reflects the same glow, painting the white apartment blocks the sickly orange of sodium streetlights. The smell of grilling meat mingles with other rarer scents, ozone, engine oil, and high-tech fabrication facilities. Despite the hour, there are plenty of people out and about. You can hear the calls of street vendors and touts urging people into their stores. Isabel wrinkles her nose, scowling darkly. She wraps her arms tightly around her chest, staring off into the distance. Is there a word for feeling nostalgic for a place You can't wait to leave again? I don't miss this place, but I miss the feelings I had when I lived here. Akala ko taga ano ka, Walled City. Not that I know of. So died, maybe? Hindi ko alam kung sasabihin dito sa ito lang. Not that I know of. Isabel sighs heavily. This place seemed like heaven after the Walled City. Like the whole world had unfurled in front of me. And anywhere I turned, there was the promise of a good life. Turned out this place was just as crappy as everywhere else. Everyone was still in it for themselves. Gabet claps a hand on Isabel's shoulder, who flinches and pulls away. That's a great life lesson, is. I'm serious. At the end of the day, life's a raw deal. You've got yourself a handful of friends, and that's it, nothing else. Duncan casts a sidelong glance at Isabel and Gabet, shaking his head. You got some strange ideas about life. Sure, life's a meat grinder. But come on, there's gotta be more to life than just surviving. That's there? What makes you the authority on that? Isabel waves a dismissive hand. I'm done talking about this anyway. Ayaw niya din dito sa lugar na to, Ben. Isabel turns toward you and points down the street to your left. We're looking for the Wampoan elders. They're gonna be in the Wampoa itself. That's the big ship down the street. I've seen pictures. Pictures. It looks like a yacht. That's the mall shaped like a boat, right? Ito na lang. Isabel nods, lips pursed. That's the one. Somebody thought it would be clever to make a uniquely shaped mall. Okay. Save ko muna, guys. Gawa tayo ng secondary save file tapos end na natin. Siguraduhin ko lang para ano. Sana kasing pwede i-rename para alam mo kung ano yung file mo eh. Okay. Okay guys, kaya Sean Velasquez signing off. Sa episode na lang ulit.